What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Listen, we got some news that just came out that I would love to discuss with everyone because I think people need to take the news a little more serious than we are. I know you read the title, Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores on hot seat, ? Then I put in there, depends on Tua, ! And then Chris Grier, anyone? ? We're going to talk about that and more because CBS Sports released a list of the top 10 quarterback coaches who are on the hot seat. If you want to check it out, it is by Jason LaCamfora. NFL coaches on hot seat entering 2021 season. Matt Nagy, Mike McCarthy among 9 coaches feeling the heat. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Jason LaCamfora, but at the same token, he is tied into the inner circles of the NFL. And I'm going to break this all down for y'all because there's a few elements of this article dealing with the Miami Dolphins that we do not need to overlook. I'm going to be honest with y'all. When I first got all the screenshots and people messaging me, emailing me, DMing me, oh, they say Flores is on the hot seat. The first thing came to my mind is I'm not reading that crap. Ain't no whoever wrote it and whoever believes it are ridiculous to even read it. But of course, I'm like, I'm an open-minded person. I got to at least go hear the reason why they would actually have any gall to say Brian Flores is on the hot seat. And when I read the article, I didn't get the same conclusion, but I did get some revelation that I've been telling y'all all this time. We've been sitting here discussing it all this time, and I'm about to break it down because these are key things that we really do need to pay attention to. Some of the inner working. See, it's stories like these that we want to brush off and ignore, but these are the stories that tell you what's happening inside the organization. These are the stories that you have to put in your memory bank so you understand what's truly going on within the organization. So we are about to break it down. We are about to talk about it because some of these things, man, I'm serious. You got to pay attention to because there's some factual information in here that has to be considered. All right. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and skip all the crap and go straight to Brian Flores' section. All right. I'm going to break this down word by word, but y'all hit that like button. We got 100 people watching and only 33 likes. Before we get started, come on, ladies and gentlemen, punch that like button, show some love and support for the channel. Let's hit that like button. This is the off season. Everybody on vacation. You don't have Dolphin news, but you're blessed to have this type of content because I'm telling y'all, these are the streams I love. These are the streams I love. Oh, well, yeah, TD, you love these streams because it's drama. No, I love these streams because it's informative. They tell you the bigger picture of what's really going on in an organization that we all ignore every year. Hit that like button so we can dive into it and I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Ian Baller with the donation. He said to answer it, heck no, he's on the coldest seat. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, here we go. Here we go. And another thing, people aren't realizing, what year is Brian Flores entering? He received a 5-year fully guaranteed contract. What year is he entering? What year is he entering? He's entering year 3. Time has flown. I mean, y'all got to think about that. Time has flown. This man is already in year 3. This is the year things need to start happening, right? But they started happening last year. We're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. Here we go. All right, I'm going to read the article, and I'm going to go ahead and give y'all the ins and outs about this, all right? If things go poorly in Miami and a regression in 2020 shouldn't shock anyone, I believe Brian Flores would actually win a power struggle if it comes to that. We got to break that down first. The beginning of the article in regards to Brian Flores actually doesn't even have him on the hot seat. This article, believe it or not, it doesn't even have Brian Flores on the hot seat. It's actually throwing a subtle jab in another direction, but we're going to break that all down. I'm going to read those first few lines one more time, and then we're going to break it down for those who don't understand. Here we go. If things go poorly in Miami and a regression in 2020 shouldn't shock anyone, I believe Brian Flores would actually win a power struggle if it comes to that. Let's break that down. So first of all, they're starting out by saying if things go poorly and the regression in 2020 wouldn't shock anyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to be honest with y'all. I don't think we're going to regress this year. But if we do regress, many people around the league, general managers and people in generally, they wouldn't be shocked if the Miami Dolphins regress. You know why they wouldn't be shocked? Because they already feel like we've overachieved. Let's be honest, even you as Dolphin fans, many of us feel like last year we overachieved. We did something that nobody thought was even possible. They had us. How many games did they say we will win preseason? How many games did they say that we will win in the season when they came out with it in preseason? Didn't they have us around 4 or 5 wins? They had us around 4 or 5 wins, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why people around the league feel like if we do regress, nobody's going to be shocked about that. But here's the key to this article, the sentence that tells y'all what I've been kind of telling y'all all this time. They said, I believe Flores would actually win a power struggle if it comes to that. What power struggle does Brian Flores need to win, ladies and gentlemen? What power struggle is there that Brian Flores needs to win? Who is he struggling with power and decision-making and selections and signings? Who? Got you thinking, huh? Put it in the comment section. Who do you think Flores may not have all the agreements in the world with, but they figure it out and they work it out? He concedes sometimes. The other guy concedes sometimes. Who do you think that is? Put it in the comment section. It ain't Tua. It can't be Tua. Tua has no power. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't Tua. This is Chris Grier. Now, I'm not sitting here trying to make they're at war. They're not at war. But what I am telling you, when they're in that front office and they're making decisions, they are all consulted between Chris Grier and Brian Flores But Brian Flores don't agree with everything Chris Grier wants to do, and Chris Grier doesn't agree with everything Brian Flores wants to do. And there have been some reputable decisions of disagreement, and right now it's not looking great for Chris Grier. We talked about this last week on the panel conversation when Reason was on, EM, Ball Game, Finsanity. All of us was on the panel. And remember we talked about Flores not really actually wanting to select Tua Tagovailoa? Remember we talked about that? There's rumblings around this league that there is a power struggle. It isn't a hostile one. It isn't a bad one where they're at odds and they don't like each other. No, they have a great relationship. But when it comes to football and the decisions that are being made, sometimes you have two people with two different opinions, and one of them has to reign supreme. And when you go read this article, this isn't really about Flores. This article is about Chris Grier without mentioning his name. Let me read the whole article and you tell me where Flores comes in. If things go poorly in Miami and a regression in 2020 shouldn't shock anyone, I believe Flores would actually win a power struggle if it comes to that. Whether or not Tua becomes a thing or not will have ramifications for those involved in selecting him. I'm not even going to read the whole thing. We got to take this step at a time. The next line was whether or not Tua becomes a thing or not will have ramifications for those involved in selecting him. So whoever selected Tua, if he balls out, all is well. If he doesn't ball out, there are rumblings around the league that is it for this person. They're done. That's what this is saying. If Tua doesn't become that guy, the person and the persons who made the decision to have him, they're done. That's exactly what this is saying. And I'm here to tell y'all Dolphin fans, this is not Brian Flores. I'm telling you, Flores didn't select the man. Flores did not select the man. Somebody said Grier picked Tua to save his job. Well, he's riding on it at this point. I'm just going to cut to the chase. Chris Grier's future is solely dependent on Tua. And now it's starting to make me feel like it's making even more sense why you throw him in at the end of a Jets game and then all of a sudden name him the starter. You were in a, I would actually be willing to say Chris Grier might have been in a hot seat for a while now. Man, let's keep it going, man. But whether or not Tua becomes a thing or not will have ramifications for those who are involved in selecting him. Constantly running out coaches and players who were just selected the previous year and put in critical positions is an unusual way of breeding chemistry and cohesion and creating that other played out C word culture. Man, whoever they are taking jabs. Like this has Calvin Noy written all over it, reference, and other players. Like they're basically calling the Dolphins out for constantly getting coaches for a year or two and then running them off or getting rid of them. And the main slogan for the organization, basically, oh my gosh, my phone just died. I forgot it was dying. I've been out on the road for so long this morning. Let me pull up the article on my desktop, man. Oh man, my phone just cut right off on me. Fit Trucker, I appreciate the donation, homie. I appreciate the donation. Let me pull this up, man. Y'all give me a second, man. I'm on the typing on the wrong computer. All right, man. Y'all give me a second. Let's see if I can get this CBS article. Here we go. All right, it's pulling up, y'all. Let me go back down to it. All right. Constantly running out coaches and players who were just selected the previous year, Calvin Owen, and Shaq lost, right? And put in critical positions is an unusual way of breeding chemistry and cohesion and creating the other played out C word culture. AB just got in here and said Flores on the hot seat is laughable. I agree. It's laughable. But what this article is actually saying is 1000% on point. This article, what it's really saying, and they did not mention Chris Grier's name, but when you read the article, there's no way you can mention Flores. You don't think it wasn't Flores that brought in Van Noy in the first place? Lawson, Flowers, and all these guys? And then for them to exit right away, who you think that was? Who do you think that was? Ian Baller, this article isn't clickbait. If you read the context of the article, you'll understand what's happening in Miami. This is actually makes all the sense in the world of what's been happening in Miami. Now, clickbait in regards to coaches on the hot seat, when it comes to the Dolphins, yeah, he's not on the hot seat, Flores. But this was a subtle way of actually throwing a jab at someone else, and that's Chris Grier. This article is all about Chris Grier. Hands down. Let me finish the article. There are a lot of rumblings around the industry about all not being well in Miami, which has pretty much been the norm for a few decades now. And people are already keeping a close eye down there. Let me tell y'all, see, this is what y'all don't understand. A lot of times y'all don't realize that these guys like this, they're tied into the NFL. They know all of the information with these general managers, what's going on. Remember, it's like the NFL itself is a big HR department. They know what's going on in every single organization, in their front offices, how they feel about each other, all the this, that they all the NFL has a representative that works directly with almost every team. They know the ins and outs of what be going on. And these guys are all linked in together. They get all the information and they start writing articles like this. These are the articles they know the casual fan, they're just going to ignore. Oh, Brian Flores on the hot seat. This is an idiot, but never even read the article. I want y'all to tell me right now, this article, everything that was written in there, did it have anything to do with Brian Flores? Yes or no in the comment section. Yes or no in the comment section. Did it have anything to do with Brian Flores? Are they really saying that Brian Flores is on the hot seat in this article if you read it? Don't just read the title. Actually read the article. You didn't have to delete Tristan Royal's comment. I actually, the hate that he's spewing, it's actually beautiful. Don't have a life, but it's all good. He's here watching. I love that. People that don't like you, they be there watching you. It makes absolutely no sense. But this had nothing to do with Brian Flores. But put it in the comment section, yes or no. Did this article have everything to do with Chris Grier? And tell me it ain't on point. Did it have anything to do with Chris Grier? Yes or no in the comment section. This is Chris Grier all day. Now, I agree with you. That's the definition of clickbait when the title doesn't reflect the content. Well, to be fair to this article, when you read some of these other teams, because I read like 3 out of the 10, they're actually on point with the coaches. They have legitimate reasons with the coach. They actually have tangible reasons with the coach of what this coach hasn't done, how he's failed to do this. This has nothing to do with our coaches. This is general manager all day. But here's what scares me of why Brian Flores could be on the hot seat. See, y'all got to open your mind. Let me give you the reason why Brian Flores could be on the hot seat. Who hired Brian Flores? Let me say that one more time. Who hired Brian Flores? You see, do you see how that works? Do you see how that works, ladies and gentlemen? Who hired Brian Flores? So if the person that hired Brian Flores gets fired, the whole staff is on the hot seat. That's how it works. When you get a new general manager, what's one of the things they typically do first and foremost, or at least after one season? Bring in the coach they want, bring in the staff they want, bring in everybody they want. And one thing that I cannot escape that I thought about with all of this, I'm like, Chris Flores ain't on no hot seat. Chris Grier on the hot seat. But then when it hit me, I said, oh my gosh. They're a package deal. I believe they're a package deal. I hope not, but I believe they're a package deal. But that's why the article said at the top of it, it said, I believe Flores would actually win a power struggle if it comes to that. I hope so. I hope so. Slim Dolphin Cutter said, why would Chris Grier get fired? Give me a reason that makes sense. Go back and watch and listen to the beginning of the stream. I don't want to rehash everything that we talked about, but it makes all the sense in the world. I'm going to tell you now, if Tua don't work out, Chris Grier probably is on the hot seat. Chris Grier probably is on the hot seat, especially if it is true, all the rumors that have been coming out that Flores didn't want Tua in the first place, that he was a Herbert guy. If that is true, then absolutely he's on the hot seat. If you as an individual, if we lucked out, if the heavens opened and we knew for a fact right now, Flores wanted Herbert, Grier wanted Tua, and Tua don't work out, is Grier on the hot seat? Absolutely. Absolutely. But also, this article references another thing that's all Chris Grier. You bring in key players at key positions and only have them for 1 year and you ship them off right after, just like he did with Calvin Noy recently. If they don't work out, I appreciate it. Get rid of them quick, but you made a bad decision to begin with. EM made a good observation as well when he said, have we really been maximizing all the resources that have been given to us? And the truth is, we really haven't. We've been doing well and surviving, but we have not maximized all the resources that we've been given. We've been given money, draft capital, and we have not maximized those things. Ari Hagen with the donation said, do you think maybe we were clearing all the cap space for a QB trade? I truly believe so, because from my understanding, the deal was already done, but that got wiped out. And our contingency plan is what we're living in right now. CB83 said, we've overachieved. We sped up the rebuild. That's what I said at the beginning of the stream, because the article also says, see, all y'all mentioning stuff that this article is actually saying. It said, if things go poorly in Miami and a regression in 2020 shouldn't shock anyone, I believe Flores would actually win a power struggle if it comes to that. a regression. A lot of people think that we will regress because we already overachieved. ABAB said, yeah, a Herbert guy. I don't think so. Well, I don't know either. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if Flores was a Herbert guy. There's just been multiple reports that said that he was. I don't know, though. You might be right. He wasn't. I don't know. But what I do know is too many people have said that he wasn't a Tua guy. Oh. Oh, you'll let her know my phone is dead and the business phone is dead, and I'll be ready in about 10 minutes. My bad, y'all. TD, provide the link to the article so we can read it. I got two different computers going here, so I can't transfer it to this one. So do this. Just type in NFL coaches on hot seat entering. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. NFL coaches on hot seat entering 2021 season. Just type that in. And it's CBS Sports, all right? Somebody said only Chris Grier should be on the hot seat. When you read the article, you'll realize that's who they're talking about. That's really who they're talking about. That's really what they're talking about. TD, is YouTube your full-time job? No, I actually own a business. But I guess you could say that then, because this is what I do. I'm building something over here too, another business. I'm building TD Sports Network. So yeah, say that. Say this is my full-time job. TD, love the show. Dan Mitch sent me. Appreciate you, man. Hey, Buffalo's no good, but yeah, I appreciate you. Pantherology. That's what's up, man. TD, what games you going to this year? I'm gonna give y'all like maybe 3 weeks before the season an official schedule of the games I'm going to. I have to monopolize. Right now, the only ones in stone are the Atlanta Falcons game because my niece's birthday party is that weekend and I'll be in Miami, so that's a given. Did I say the Panthers? Atlanta Falcons. If I said the Panthers, forgive me. I meant Atlanta Falcons. That game and the Ravens game Thursday night. As long as the wife don't, have any issues or anything, we'll be good on that one. But that's about it. TD, in keeping this logic, didn't you and myself included believe the Tua selection was from higher up? Those higher up or above GM Chris Grier's pay grade, i.e. owner Stephen Ross? All I'm going to say is, just like this article says, in that regards, it says, whether or not Tua becomes a thing or not will have ramifications on those involved in selecting him. So who were involved selecting him? And when you say things like that and those involved with selecting him, that means there was a difference of agreement in the organization on whether or not to select him. Because when you're pinpointing those who were involved in selecting him, that means that there were differences of opinion, and those who choose to select him, if he don't work out, they'll be held responsible. Oh, my wife in here, y'all. Happy anniversary, baby. Today is our 4-year anniversary. I love you, love you, love you. She's in the comment section. She said, hey, Finsanity girl. Happy anniversary, and I'm going to get on her right here live on our anniversary, y'all. She left me on our anniversary. She went to Dallas. I'm here in Florida, and she flew to Dallas yesterday. And I'm all alone. No, she's going to a relative's wedding. So enjoy yourself, baby. She got 2 wedding ceremonies, one tonight and one tomorrow. So they're getting married on the same day we got married. So happy anniversary to you, sweetie. Can't wait to pick you up on Monday and we can enjoy our anniversary late. Your fault. No, I'm just playing. But I love you. She done disappeared on us, man. She probably just stopping in and out just to show. Make sure you hurry up and call me. That's probably what she because my phone died. But yeah, man. But listen, this is some interesting stuff. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button once again. We got 278 people watching, only 131 likes. Punch that like button. Everybody saying happy anniversary, babe. If you're still watching. I don't know if she's still in here or not. Nah, she probably done jetted off. Thank y'all for the happy anniversaries. Thank you for the congratulations to us. We appreciate it. Going strong. Best friends. I said, I think Grier and Flo straight, man. Yeah. I think they're straight too, because at the end of the day, none of this matters if we get to winning. None of this matters if we get to winning. But let me ask y'all this, because we always want to live in a optimistic world, right? We're going to win, so none of this matters, right? But if we win 7 games, what's your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the comment section. If the Miami Dolphins win 7 games, what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Esteban, you're a hater. Rondo is a Hall of Famer. But anyway, what are your thoughts? If we win 7 games, a lot of people say we already overachieved. So if we win 7 games, what are your thoughts? Because the thing that I don't like is if we win 7 games, everybody going to be in their mind like, man, we need to go back to the drawing board. Am I lying? And do y'all want to go back to the drawing board again? Now, to be fair, that's premature for me to even ask you that question, because if we win 7 games, we got to put context behind it. Why did we only win 7? Did the defense regress? Was it the quarterback play? Was it the O-line? Did X get traded and Noah was trash? I don't know. It's a lot of things, that could be factored in. But at the same token, man, TD, would you allow the AFC panelists to run their respective teams channel on TD Sports Network? No, they got their own thing going. They wouldn't. I doubt they would even want to. That wouldn't make any sense. They already got their own platform, their own thing that they've built. So they're gonna do their thing, Yeah. I'm sure I'll link up with some of these guys that come in as contributors later on to join the All Sports Channel shows and things like that. But yeah, they'll be doing their own thing, man. TD is homegrown. You better know it from the mud. Overachieve for what we had to work with. Well, we'll have better and more experienced talent this year. I agree. But that's why if we do regress, that's not good at all. We need to link up with a center. And they haven't made any moves. Flores our best coach since Jimmy Johnson. I agree. I don't want Flo to go nowhere. If anything, like this article says, Flo will win a power struggle if it comes to that. And I hope he get to bring in 100% of who he want to bring in, because in Flo, I trust. I like Chris Grier and his GM swindling of trading and things like that. But when it comes to selecting players in the draft and selecting players in free agency, I'm not, just sold on Chris Grier. I like his ability to negotiate and work with other teams and getting a deal done. That's what I like. All the other stuff, hit or miss. Hit or miss. Anyway, man, I wanted to bring this one to y'all real quick. I thought this was real relevant because I'm telling y'all right now, Flores ain't on no hot seat. But it is funny how they always talk about, changing the culture. But they're right. Constantly running coaches and players who were just selected the previous year and put in critical positions is an unusual way of breeding chemistry and cohesion and creating that other C word culture. That's true. How you going to create chemistry, cohesion, and culture when you get players and a year later they're gone all the time? I can see if you had them for 3-4 years and you moved on, like I prefer you to do with off of rookie deals and find their replacements. But at the 1 year and moving on. We've done that a lot, or 2 years. We've done that a lot. And there are a lot of rumblings around the industry about all not being well in Miami. And I'm telling you, things are well in Miami, but that is the cloud hanging over the organization. If Tua is going to be the man or not. And this year is going to give it all. This is the year, man. This is the year. So we'll see, man. If y'all free tonight, I'm going to try to go live. If y'all free tonight, come back. I'm going to see if I can get some people on the panel to have a conversation, to see their thoughts on it. Ball game, I seen you checked in. If you're free tonight, feel free to come through. We're going to see if we can get Finsanity, EM, and a few others. And some of you guys, if you want to speak about it tonight, we're going to try to go live and have a quick good stream and talk about this a little more because I want to get other people's thoughts. All right. But thank y'all for your time. Thank y'all for your support. Thank you for your energy. I appreciate your love. And again, I know the article said coaches on the hot seat, but this article ain't talking about Chris Grier at all. This article ain't talking about Chris Grier at all. Ballgame said this year is the precursor. Next year will be the true test. I disagree. The reason why this is a precursor, because Tua ain't got next year if he stink up the joint this year, or he played just like he did last year. He ain't got next year. He ain't got next year. He got to be better this year for sure. And I have the confidence he will. And I think you believe he will. But he got to be better this year. And if he's better, this team should be better. This team should be better. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming through. We're going to talk more about it tonight, all right? Again, if you haven't checked out the other channels yet, we got TD Sports Talk. If you like all things sports, make sure that you check that out as well. Let me go ahead and put that up for y'all. Let me remove this. All right, man. Y'all make sure again, y'all go check it out. What else do we have? Do we have anything else for y'all today? Let me see if anything else, latest news, just in case. Just in case. All right. JD Sports. Bear with me, guys. All right, we got that. All right, we're good, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out as well. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Come with your questions tonight. If you have any questions, make sure you come with them tonight. Y'all, so y'all forgive me. I'll give y'all the updated one, but those are all the other channels. They're on TDPHINSTALK homepage, so make sure you go check them out. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all tonight. Peace. We out.